Hello, hello, hello.
I was
Hello
waiting for
there.
the other clips of.
No, we're not gonna do those intros because they're
That's
a
why I
little
had
long.
such a straight face. And then we went
Like
live.
why are we live? What the hell? But hello, we got Alice, we got Charlie.
Bird Church.
Bird
Colin.
Church.
Wait, who's Bird Church?
Colin.
I've seen Bird Church here
Greg.
before.
MTS. Hello, everyone. Okay. So we are back, and today we are talking about the Galactic Starcruiser. But before we do get into all of that juicy, beautiful stuff, we are going to have our meme of the week from, I think the channel is Charger. We'll have the channel stuff in the link below, but here we go. It's another Polynesian spa meme for all of you Polynesian
course.
spa lovers.
I feel like what?
Like we're being watched.
I am wondering, why are you here?
I'm looking for a great warrior.
Oh, help you I can. Yes. Take it to him, I will.
The Polynesian spa. One thing I've really missed is this hidden gem. Come on, New Zealand, try something new.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No. Try not.
Fight scenes, makeup. Oh, there are no words.
Dude, it gets me
That
every
was
time.
good. It never gets old. The Polynesian spa never gets old. If I go to New Zealand, I'm going to the Polynesian spa. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, how have you not gone to the Polynesian spa yet, Terrastone? Which, by the way,
I don't know.
Sorry, I forgot to introduce you.
Whoa, hello there, guys.
Start a special guest.
And I'm so
my
disappointed,
beautiful-
Alex.
My beautiful Australian buddy and fellow editor, Terrastone.
That's right.
Thanks for popping on, brother. What time is it for you over there in Aussie?
It's 11 o'clock a.m.,
In the
so
future.
quite early.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
It's 11 o'clock in the future because you live.
Yeah,
in the
that's
future,
right. 4th of March.
So-
Dude.
March the 4th be with you.
May the March 4th of with you it. But another thing before we actually get into the beautiful Galactic Starcruiser news, we're talking about the sad realization that Eclipse won't be releasing until 2027.
That sucks. That sucks a lot.
Apparently, also, it might not release
Very
till
much so.
2028 as well.
Yeah.
So 2027 is at the earliest.
Either way, we're
Might not
going to
be
be
releasing
30.
until 2027 at the earliest. This past December at Game Awards, Eclipse ended up being one of the most notable reveals of the show. The game was announced, obviously, stunning trailer, whatever. Somewhere between 2027 and 2028. Quantic Dream. Are any of you familiar with Quantic Dream? You guys know?
I
if
don't
they've
know
done
too
anything?
much of their games, but I have heard a lot of people don't like the creators behind that company. I've heard some bad things about them. So apparently why the game is getting delayed is because they're struggling to hire people because they don't want to work for them. This is just something I've read online, so it may not be true, but that's what I've
I
heard.
mean, that's happening across all game studios, it seems. It seems like no one
Yeah.
knows how to run a game studio anymore.
Well, these
True.
creators are like not the lead, the head of the company has allegedly said some very, very not good things towards certain groups of people. So
Yeah.
it's like it's not just like usual
Hey.
company drama. It's like obsession.
Yeah, agreed. Thanks, Obsession. Just finished streaming about this just now. Wanted to be here to support you guys. Hope all are well. Yeah, what did you think? What do you think about it not be releasing for? I don't even know. What are we? 2022 now? That's like forever. Like
We
me and
could have
Zach and
children by then.
yeah, we're all gonna be
It's not even going to be
30.
socially acceptable for me to play this game by that point.
Well,
I feel like because it's been in...
Terrastone's still gonna be 12. We're all gonna be
Yeah.
30.
No, Terrastone will be 17. He'll be 17.
You guys are ridiculous. No, I feel like they announced the game too soon. If it's going to not release until 2027, 2028, they've announced the game too soon. That's at least 5 years away.
Yeah.
Well, they did
It's-
this with Cyberpunk too. Like Cyberpunk got announced
True.
like in 2013 or something, and then we all know how that came out, and
Yeah.
not great. So hopefully,
That's right.
hopefully it's as amazing as the trailer looks, because God, that trailer's almost good enough for me to be fine with not getting it until 2027.
Yeah, remind me of like the
It's-
Old Republic cinematics. The trailer, I loved it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
which,
like
speaking of
Dune
which-
too.
Speaking of which, that Old Republic cinematic, that new one was awesome as usual.
It was. I really want the writers of those cinematics to actually like make a TV show or a movie.
Mhm.
Like the ride, and even in like 8 minutes or however long they go for, is just so much better than what we usually get. Like I'm so
Yeah.
into all those shorts that they do.
Yeah, I agreed. I think really the end goal here is we should just prove how far away this is by just having kids that can eventually learn how to play games by the time it comes out. I think
Let's
that's
start
I think
now.
that's the answer. I think that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Star Wars obsession, thanks man, you inspired me.
It's a hard pass for me.
You don't want a gaming buddy?
That's a good point, Alice.
years
The game
from now?
could be outdated by the time it comes out.
That'd be so funny. It's like,
Oh, and you know what else we can do with our kids? We can take them to the Galactic Cruiser.
yeah, we could actually start a kids channel and just simp for Disney and then get invited. I'm super down. And then now that we're on that tangent, let's go into the Galactic Starcruiser. So
Yay.
I'm
Where
going
to
to
start?
share. I'm going to preface this by sharing a little Colbert clip. Let's see.
Oh,
That's a low blow.
he's a fan, isn't
Colbert.
he?
I think Colbert isn't a Star Wars fan, or
He's
maybe
a Lord
he
of the
is.
Ring. He's a Lord of the Rings
He
fan.
is
He's
Lord
a
of the
Dune fan
Rings
too, right?
fan.
He's a big
Yeah.
Dune fan. Yeah. I think he's just making a joke to make a joke because
He's
I
most
just-
of the audience
nerdy
isn't Star
realm.
Wars fans.
I feel like you could do so much more for $5,000 instead of staying at this hotel for 2 nights. Like that's a lot of money. You can go on
You
like a
could
massive
realize it
holiday
was
for that much money.
2-night limit. Like
You could go to
can't
Australia for that money.
exceed- Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fight a kangaroo.
Seriously, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Box a
let's
kangaroo.
go- Yeah, Tara, let's go hang out with Ruse, mate. Seriously.
Yeah, you can either hang out
Um,
with me with the kangaroos or go to Galactic Starcruiser.
I
And
know
then
what
we
I'd
can take a
choose.
flight to New Zealand.
And then we can go to New Zealand and go to the Polynesian Spa.
yeah.
That is worth
see?
the money.
See, that costs us
Like you
what,
want to try something new, try the Polynesian Spa.
You clever boy, you. Anyway, so it says reviews are generally positive because the only people that have gone are people who are paid to go. Particularly praised by directors carry the experience with few caveats because the hotel itself is called the Halcyon. It's supposed to be a luxury cruise ship in space. The biggest complaint is that the rooms are small and cramped. Standard rooms have a queen bed, bunk beds, and additional pull-out sleep space, which means it is theoretically able to sleep 5 adults. But most reviews agreed it would feel tight even with 3 people, especially considering the bathroom only has a single sink. And unlike other luxury hotels, there are no typical amenities like a pool or a spa. No Polynesian spa, guys.
Dang.
Dude, I've seen
what's the
bigger
point?
rooms at a Motel 6 than this. Like, what are they doing? Like, come on, guys. Like, I get
Like,
it's
just-
supposed to be on a ship, but seriously, like,
Like,
what?
I mean, like, what do you guys think? Like, does it look too clean? Like, you know how Star Wars, I mean, we've talked about this already, but Star Wars generally has like the very old, rustic, aged, timely feel to it. And this just feels
Yep.
like it's like a polished turd to like kind of appease to people who aren't actually Star Wars fans. So don't like they think that things being clean and new is what a luxury experience is, which is fair, I guess. But it's like, if it's going to be clean and polished, why is it so small? It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of, they're in between right now with how they represent it.
The thing
Personally.
is, like, it's not like this living quarters, like, would by no means be the highlight of the trip. And for the amount that you're paying, I would hope that you have at least like memorable, like luxurious accommodations. Like, there's just so many more creative things. Like, I would rather, if they were to like redesign Endor and you go to sleep in the forest in like a little tree house, like I would rather do that like than this. Like this just it doesn't even feel very specific to Star Wars. Like I don't I don't know. Maybe I'm just salty about the price. Because if you were to tell me that was a $200 a night room, I'd be like, heck yeah. But for $5
Yeah,
grand, like
exactly.
absolutely not.
Yeah, I think that's the big problem. It's the price. Like
Yeah.
$6,000, $5,000. If this was a lot cheaper, like you said, I'd be like, okay, this seems like an okay experience. Maybe it's not for me, but I can see people liking this for like $400, $200. But $5,000, I just can't see the price being justified, in my opinion.
It's like a cruise to Catalina, dude. I don't even know how much. I've been there once. I don't remember how much they were, but they're definitely not
cheaper.
$6,000.
Probably cheaper to go to
And that's considered an
Catalina.
expensive like place to go. You know, it's like nowhere near. It's like crazy. I don't know. Go ahead, Zach.
The whole matter of it being too clean, it totally is. But I mean, is it believable that there's a luxury cruise liner in Star Wars like this? Yes. Have we seen it though? Have we been accustomed to it? Like, this isn't Star Wars to like pretty much everybody. Like, we've seen the gritty Tatooine, the X-wings that don't really look clean, like all this stuff. We've seen what Star Wars has shown us, and it hasn't really shown us much luxury outside of, like, I would say Canto Bight or like what's Garza Fwip's Cantina. Like, there's only like a select few places that have this look. So to me, this isn't Star Wars. It doesn't feel like Star Wars, and I definitely wouldn't pay $6,000 or $5,000 to do that, because it's not Star Wars. Like, it's just out of the question for me.
My favorite Starcruiser take. This was made for rich people who think Star Wars is neat.
Yeah, or rich people who have kids who think Star Wars is cool, I guess. It's not made for us, that's for damn sure.
That's the thing, though. Like, if this is your room, like, you're literally coming in here just to sleep at night. Like, I don't know what goes beyond the queen size bed there, but I'm assuming that's the majority of your space while you're there. So it's like no one's gonna want to hang out in the room. So you just have to bank on like the activities themselves need to like pull the weight. Like, it's definitely, you would definitely go on this not to relax, but to be like entertained or have stuff to be constantly doing. And so I'm curious to see what the rest of the experience is like on the ship, because I'm assuming the majority of the time, and we're still living in a pandemic, like it's still that era. So the majority of the time you're going to be mingling with like other people. Like, this is definitely isn't a place you would want to go if you want to just like isolate, relax, like kick back and unwind. Like, I'm assuming everybody's like on deck at all times trying to do like activities, because why would you want to just hang out in this room?
Yeah.
No, that's exactly right. Like, they advertise it as a hotel, but it doesn't really seem like a hotel to me. It seems like more of like an interactive theater experience. Like, you've seen performances from other actors, which I gotta say, let's be positive for a second. The actors have done a really great job at envisioning these characters and doing the role play. They've done a really great job. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like a hotel. As you said, you go out, do activities, you go to like the bridge, you have lunch with everyone, there's dances and singing, but you don't really spend much time in an actual room.
Yeah, and there's no table anywhere, so it's almost like they're...
Amanda, you're the best.
We need approximately $15,000 more dollars.
Like a little tab at the top and like fill it in with crayon as we go. We're almost there, kids.
I was gonna say, so when you go on vacation, right? Like, at least for me, I don't know about you guys, but the highlight of the vacation is not the fucking is not the freaking hotel. Like, I'm not going to like Florida to go to Disney World and I'm gonna be like, oh man, I'm staying at the Marriott. It's gonna be so sick. Like, I'm always gonna remember my time at the Marriott. It's like it's just strange that it's like, yeah, pay $5,000 to stay at a hotel that's Star Wars themed. It would be one thing if like it was you're going to a really cool place on top of that, but it's literally like the whole fanfare is behind the hotel, and I feel like you can only make a hotel so exciting.
Which is why half of the time you're not at the hotel or even on the Starcruiser, you're at Galaxy's Edge. Which we'll talk about that later. But it honestly is ridiculous, and I know Amanda knows. I hate anything less than a king bed too. So like I would feel so cramped already, and if I'm spending $6,000, I want a freaking king bed. You know, like what the hell? Like, oh sorry, it's like they literally they're really trying to like fit as many people, I guess, on the cruiser as possible in little space by advertising the idea that you're never going to be in the room until you sleep. Which is why they're like, oh, we don't need this to be that big. Let's just cut it down and make room for more rooms for more people, which makes sense on their end. But it's like from our end, it's like, dude, you guys are. This isn't, the room is like part of a vacation. Like a nice room is a part of a nice vacation. I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys all envision your vacations, but a nice room that's like spacious and has windows is something that I enjoy personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, my vacation was so great, and the hotel was cool. Like the hotel was nice too. Like that's what you would say. Like, oh, I had such a great time in Hawaii, and the hotel was really comfortable, and I liked it. But you're not spending your time at the hotel like traditionally. So it's just such a weird setup that they've got.
Yeah.
I'm trying to envision if I was actually there. Because I don't know, maybe this image is like distorting the space. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, I feel like if I walked in there, maybe I'd feel like I was transported into Star Wars. Like, I'm trying to imagine if it's in person. I feel like it might look and feel better. Like, I can picture myself walking through that door and like being like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, but again, like, you just have to deal with the smallness of it and like just hope that the rest of the experience, like the food and drinks, better be absolutely like banging, like gourmet, like the best food you've ever eaten. Like they're definitely like everything else needs to carry the slack that the rooms themselves are not like making up for.
Well, apparently some of the food and drinks you have to pay extra for. So you're paying $5,000 and if you want like a cocktail or something, well,
it's not
you have to pay extra for that.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. But anyway, thanks, Bird Church. I didn't do Amanda's Fund in the UK, so I don't usually catch these live. Excited to be here. That was why we moved it to earlier.
Yeah.
I hope all of you can tune in more often, because I guess the later time wasn't good for everyone, and this kind of works out, I think, for everyone. Now that I no longer I'm working for someone, I'm now a full-time YouTuber again, so we can kind of adapt to everyone, and I'm glad you guys are all willing to adapt too. It's really awesome. And then of course Tara Stone and our guests that get to pop on. It's always nice. So
thanks for having me.
I think 4 p.m. is a good time to have it. But what's up, Andrew?
Definitely.
Look at X-Wing.
Bet is very important. I wonder what kind of bet it is. Actually. I actually wonder what kind of bed it is. You think it's a Tempur-Pedic? Probably not. It's probably like a spring.
To be.
It's like a spring mattress.
It's an air mattress.
A water bed.
Which from that point, it's going to. So people who were invited, it seems like a majority of them were TikTokers, and a lot of younger people or people who kind of advertise parks. Only Drunk 3PO wasn't invited. I wonder why. But I will stop that and I will share this real quick. I grabbed a couple clips from, or I was doing my research and I found a couple channels who like went there and recorded their entire adventures, and there were a couple segments here that kind of highlight kind of how I feel, not only like as not wanting to go really at all anymore, but just how much these like people really truly will do whatever they can to get into.
So wait, they let these
Disney,
people
Star Wars,
vlog?
Yeah, like they vlogged inside of it and everything. And this is like they did this when they had to do their excursion outside of the Galaxy Starcruiser. They I still can't get over this. They were filming TikToks when they left because they had to do their journeys or tasks or whatever, and they had extra time, so they did TikTok videos.
Media events, you meet a bunch of other content creators, and we're just making a TikTok.
Can you guys hear?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, I'm tired. All right, ready? Ready. Fuck, I can't hear.
Oh god.
I can't watch anymore.
She's very big in the fandom, though. The girl to the left, she's like a popular.
Yeah, she was gonna be on the pod too at some point.
She is? Oh my god!
Look at this! See how these people are just not self-aware of anything and so full of themselves. This guy runs into a kid like this. Look at everyone behind him. They're like, "Can you not?" Then watch, like she just boom, like just runs right into him.
Killed that child.
It's like, dude, and this is who Disney invites to. This is who Disney invites to this shit. Like, it's like
they're just being TikTok. This is normal societal behavior that we have to get used to. Like these days.
No, we don't have to get used to this. We need to stop this at all costs.
No,
This is insanity.
this is socially acceptable behavior now. Like this
It's because there's so many kids on TikTok that are watching.
If I saw that, I would have said, "Pack your things, we're leaving."
I should clip this. This guy literally just runs right into this person.
In their
Like, dude.
defense, the woman was
Like,
walking
dude.
right behind them. Like, is there no other room? I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know.
Yeah, you're too nice. I just think it's ridiculous. But I mean, in general, it seems like a lot of the people that were invited to these things were TikTokers, which is kind of, I guess, what Disney thought was valuable for getting people to come. But it's like a majority of these fan bases are kids who can't. I guess they want the kids to tell their parents, "Hey, I want to go. I want to do this. I want to do that," which is maybe their marketing plan. But
I guess it's smart on their part because TikTok is becoming like the prominent.
oh yeah,
if
that
you're
one
trying
guy.
to spread information, like you can just if you were to just search Galaxy's Edge or no, Galactic Starcruiser on TikTok, you can just like scroll like that's. I think it's smart on their part because you can just see unlimited content about it, probably from a bunch of different creators. Versus if I was to make a 20-minute video, this was my experience. You can watch 50 other people's like TikToks in the same amount of time. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
easy
don't know.
to have.
I just I'm not a fan of. I mean, and again, this is probably going to come across as like, oh, why wasn't I invited and everything? But no, it's just more like I feel like if they invited actual fans, not like if Theory got to go or whatever, I would have liked to have seen like unbiased reviews where they weren't. I mean, they could go for free, but like they were allowed to say what they want and review how they want. It seems like a lot of these creators are kind of told what to say, which is very interesting.
So wait, were you
But
saying
it's
that one guy wasn't even a fan?
Yeah, actually Amanda showed me this guy. She knows him. He used to be really big. In a lot of different things, but he was saying like how talking shit about Star Wars. Now he's not a big Star Wars fan, but he started mentioning Star Wars the moment the Starcruiser came out, and then he got an invite. So now he's just what is it, shilling or what's the word where you like?
I think that's the
fake your way.
definition.
No,
Of
but like
shill.
you fake your way into liking something for rewards and benefit. It's like grifting. He's like a grifter. He's like grifting right now, and it's like, oh, okay, dude.
So
That's cool, man. Anyone who's
did-
above 12 can see through your bullshit. But
they didn't invite any YouTubers. Like no Star Wars YouTubers went. Or
there's two channels that are theme park channels that will just say good things about whatever. And they were invited and they came. What's up, Aiden? And they came through, and their content was more the same, like talking about how emotionally engaged they were and how much they were crying and all sorts of stuff. So it was just kind of like, okay, that's fair. If you enjoyed it, that's great. But it's like, just a lot of it just comes across as genuine. But from there, let's go into the menu, which this is where Terrastone can kind of go off.
God.
give them hell.
Well, do you have like a picture? Okay.
Here we go.
Well, apparently some of the foods and drinks you have to pay
Right
extra
here.
for.
This is it right here. So
Also, you have to order
So-
from this menu?
yeah. Well, that's the drink menu. So then you have the actual
Yep.
menu, which we'll get into. But when I first saw this, I was like, wait, so you're paying $5,000 and it's not all inclusive. Like,
Yep.
like it's literally like you pay just to be in the presence of Disney Star Wars, and then everything else you got to pay for when you're on. So it's like, this is really meant for rich people. Like, this is crazy. And I can't believe that you don't just get unlimited everything. Because that's how it should be, right? Unless you're just trying to
And
recoup
if
their
they
investment
didn't
in a
want to
year.
give unlimited drinks, at least give like a coupon to claim 1 or 2 drinks at the very least. You know, not making you pay more money on top of the $5,000.
Yeah.
I just think it's way too expensive. The whole trip, the drinks and everything.
I think
not
it's
as
too much.
Oh my god.
It is. It's just too much. And you know what I say to Disney?
Oh, I hate you.
Oh, man.
You're
Sorry,
definitely not
Kat.
getting an invite.
Cat's like, I regret affiliating myself with these people.
Yeah.
Well,
Kat is
clearly
our-
YouTubers weren't on the guest list, so
Yeah. Kat is our pro Disney and that's it. So if you're gonna invite someone here, you're gonna invite Kat. She loves all of your products and everything you guys do. So
Thank you for saving my name.
thanks, Obsession. Appreciate the support again, dude.
Yes.
Thanks, man.
I cried too for different reasons. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, I was sitting there like just in awe that this whole thing is happening right now. But in the midst of a war, like it's funny. Like they open. I don't want to talk about the war, but they opened up a theme park in the midst of what everything that's the potential of what's going to become something very catastrophic in the realm of history. And it's like the timing is impeccable. That's all I gotta say.
Would you rather fight in
They're like-
WW3 or go to the Disney Starcruiser?
Yeah, they're like, you know what, the pandemic's kind of over. I think we should open this now.
You get to
And
go
then-
to Europe.
Aiden, you missed us going through all sorts of beautiful things, good and bad. Bad beautiful being Galactic Starcruiser, and the Eclipse getting moved to 2027, 2028. So not a good day right now to be a Star Wars fan, but we're laughing it off, Quit protecting the TikTokers and need to be respectful of others.
I
See?
don't know.
Like, imagine you walking onto the Falcon, you're very immersed, and then you just see the TikTokers doing all the dances.
I'd steer clear. That's the thing. When I see
fair
people
enough.
doing that in public, I'm like, all right,
Pablo.
avoid, look away.
What do you
Pablo,
think
go
about
fuck yourself.
What do you think about the Last Jedi, Pablo? I want to hear what you have to say about
Tell us how
that.
you really feel, Pablo. Without the mouse having a gun up to your head. Remember, Kenobi is coming. Yes,
The
but we
sun is
won't-
on the rise.
What if
So that's something to look forward to.
What if the Kenobi series is just him going on the Halcyon cruise line? And it's just his experience.
Because we did get to see, there was a video of Oscar Isaac going on. So it's like literally like the series is just Kenobi's like journey on the Halcyon.
And at the end, he just endorses it, and it was just the whole thing was an ad for the.
It would just be so beautiful. But anyway, back to it. Okay, so we got drink wise, we got the Mandalore Sling, the Dagobah Vimlet, the Nycilin and Rubbles. I can't read above that. The Pod Chaser, which is an old fashioned, that's probably what I would have gotten. And then non-alcoholic drinks for $8. So
Dr.
obviously not
Pepper.
all inclusive. And then this is, I guess, the evening menu. So we got dumplings, interplanetary dipping sauces, which I like how I list what it actually is below.
Is the food free? Like, is that free?
It should be. I'm
I
pretty sure it is.
think it is, yeah.
Thank God.
Enjoy.
They just don't show the prices because it's that exclusive. So, like they give you the bill after. You're like, wait, I just spent $5,000 to go here. I didn't realize it was a $400 meal each time.
Menu offerings within each of the 3 courses. Course 1 is the bento experience. There's dumplings, where you can get different types of dumplings. Tip-yip chicken, banthan beef, floral vegetable, and then you can pick different dipping sauce, the Batu spice, the barbecue style. Okay. Course 2, the Chanderillian chef selection. So you can get beef tenderloins, green herb fluffy rice, stewed shrimp, spiced flora, tip-yip chicken. Obviously, there is a wide range of different food. And then course 3 is desserts, jogging fruit, and caramel whip. Now they do
Caramel
have
whip.
the younglings.
The younglings menu, which is $100 a course instead of $400.
Menu, which is hilarious. So the kids menu. Appetizers, green salad, rolls, chicken sword sandwich, fried tip-yip. Tip-yip is a big thing they're using here. Steamed green beans.
Steamed green beans, carrot spirals. Okay, you get the idea. But I guess this is the evening menu. There's 3 meals a day. Breakfast is different. We could probably show the breakfast on another video somewhere. But I mean, you kind of get the idea. It's a 3-course meal that should be included. I'm pretty sure. I don't think. They would.
I'm at least relieved if that is included in the price. 'cause
Yeah, I believe the food is included.
if
Hopefully.
That would just be an immediate, like, absolutely the frick not. If that was also you had to pay for 3 meals a day and you had to pay for everything. I mean, thank God it's only 2 days at that point. It's like that would just be, oh my gosh.
Thank you, Lord Disney.
That's right, Alice. $15 for a Coke. That is very pricey.
That's cheap. I will say though, their Cokes that they have, like that they serve at the. I actually have one back here. Hold on. I didn't open it just because I thought it's literally a thermal detonator.
Oh, that's cool.
And it says,
Yeah, don't open that, dude.
Coca-Cola. But, I mean, like that alone is really cool, but like that's like one of the few things that I was like, this is like awesome. You know, it's like, why can't they just have more cool stuff going on? I don't know.
They should have an alternate payment plan where like you pay half the price, and then the whole time you're there, bounty hunters come to like try to get you, and if you get caught, you get thrown out. But like if you evade them, then you can stay.
Yo.
That's amazing.
Remember Assassins in high school where it would be that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be like that, but like in Star Wars.
The adrenaline.
Yeah, you just be sleeping in your bed at night, and then they just like kick the door down and shoot you.
Should we segue that into like what would you add to something like this?
Let's
like,
go for
as
it.
a Star Wars fan. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think now, but I mean, that was a pretty good idea. Terraston, do you have anything that you think you would love to have on a ship like this, aside from obviously having a room that you can fit in?
Well, for me, the main thing that I wanted from this experience is maybe the ship travels to different eras or areas that you can go to, because this is just all sequel themed. I know people love the sequels, all the power to them. But for me, the sequels was my least favorite Star Wars era. So I wanted to see the prequels or the originals from this Star Wars experience. So I think being more inclusive to different eras of Star Wars would be something that I would want to see from this experience. How they go about doing that, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I would like to see.
Kat?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, I think I have to agree. Tara makes a point similar to what I've been saying with this whole Westworld thing. If it had been designed so that there were different sectors of the ship, and one was entirely original trilogy themed, another was prequel themed, and another was sequel themed, so that way you could choose to just spend your entire time on one, or you could go about the others. Like if there was a more customizable aspect to the experience, because I feel like that might contribute to making the price like more worthwhile. Like if you could tailor it, like I'm gonna stay in the quarters on the prequel side of the ship and I'm gonna do that stuff, and then the second day I'm gonna go to the original trilogy, and then I'm gonna go get dinner at the sequel trilogy like part, like more variety, so that way you could be out of your room all day. Like my biggest thing is what do you do all day? Oh, you go to Galaxy's Edge. That's right, I forgot, because like it doesn't, based on what we've seen on the ship, it's like what is the entertainment, what's keeping you occupied all day if that's pretty much it.
To add on top of that, maybe instead of going to Galaxy's Edge, they could have went to a whole new place, maybe a planet from the prequels. You know, instead of just going to a place which is already a current place you can go to, just go to a new place, build a new, smaller theme park for like the prequels. Oh, we landed on Coruscant. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, I think going to Galaxy's Edge on this experience is a waste.
Exactly.
And it feels a bit cheap in a sense.
It would be so cool. Like, I agree with you, Terrastone. If they had built a park where it was like, okay, so, and then they divided the park into segments. Like, okay, this area is Tatooine, this area is Coruscant, this area is Felucia or something. Like something like that. Mustafar, something like that. And then you get off of the ship, and then you like take a shuttle to whichever part of the park that your ship landed at or whatever. That'd be really cool. I also think they could have done something like, I don't know, like let's say the beginning of A New Hope when the stormtroopers break onto the Tantive to fight to capture Princess Leia and the droids. Like you could have like a team of stormtroopers who wear stormtrooper armor, and then you have a team of rebels who are dressed like the rebels, and you play laser tag or something, and that would be fun. Like that'd be a fun activity that you could spend an hour doing, and it wouldn't probably take that much space up. You would just need like a decent sized room or something. That'd be kind of cool and immersive.
I think the biggest thing that they should do for immersion is let you pick whatever class you're involved in that you want to be, like smuggler, Jedi, whatever. and they provide you with the proper attire to show up in, and then like you're based off of what you choose, that's what your kind of adventure is going to be like. That's kind of how you go about your 2-day excursion. And it's like, instead it's just, you know, if you want to dress up you can, and then just a million people with phones and cameras out. That's one thing. I feel like phones should not be allowed. I feel like there should be people taking photos or whatever coming around in like a holo scan thing, whatever, so you can truly actually get like immersed and you don't feel like, you know, you're just in a hotel with the Star Wars theme, because it comes across as like very cheesy and very like it's almost like a parody. Like we'll get into some more footage, but it's like a lot of it just feels like a parody. It doesn't feel natural or whatever. I don't know. There's just something about not being able to have everyone dressed up and immersive as the characters that just is a big isn't good for me.
Are we gonna go into the lightsaber thing that they have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going into that right now. I just wanted to talk about that. But yeah, we'll go into that right now. Let's see.
And climate simulator.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's what this is. So this is the climate simulator.
What?
Because you're technically in a spaceship. So you're not going outside, you're going in a climate simulator where you can
stack rocks.
Oh.
So
yeah, this is you aren't actually outside. You're in space, because that's how it works.
So this is the room where you can go if you feel claustrophobic and you need to see like something outdoors.
You need fresh air. Yeah, I guess they're like, how are we gonna include like some outdoor elements for people who like get claustrophobic? So let's just make people stack rocks, because what they did that in The Last Jedi, right? Yeah, let's just do that.
Dude, Pablo's really defending this stuff in the comments. He's going to war over this.
I think Pablo got paid to go.
I think so too.
Pablo slaps Imagineer.
Explain. Oh my god.
Emotions are not for sharing.
Oh my god.
That was a good one.
Oh.
But like, just look at that. Like, would you like go out there and start stacking rocks thinking, man, I love that I spent $5,000 to be here?
No.
That's just another thing though. Like I would ideally like to go to this in the future, but I am someone who is still very paranoid about the state of what is literally going on right now in terms of public health that we're still going through. Like, I don't think I would want to go to a crowded place with a bunch of people, families, children. Masks are required there, correct? Or like, it didn't even look like people were walking around with them in that footage.
Yeah, from the footage I've seen, I don't remember people wearing any masks.
Yeah, like I don't know if I'd want to be for right now. Maybe in the future, like I can handle that. But even when we're not in the middle of a parallelogram, I don't want to like go to a crowded, enclosed, windowless place with no access to like filtration to the outside world. Like
what if there's a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
But it's like, just think about that. Like, there's the rocks there. Everyone's touching them and stacking them, unless you're not allowed to touch them. And that's something I don't know. But like, do they have to go and clean all of those rocks? Like every
how
day?
do you even clean rocks?
Is that someone's job? Like what? I don't know.
We could become janitors for this place, and that's how we can go. That's how we can go.
Get their way in.
We'll catch everyone out of character and get them all fired. No, like we'll talk about like in terms of the actors who are paid and everything here. Like they do obviously a great job for what they're paid. From what I hear, like they do a great job for what it is that they're compensated for. But it's just kind of like, I wish that these actors could have done it for an era that everyone was excited for, and like and be a part of a product that actually is immersive and fun. Because they work way too hard for it not to be that way.
I feel like they knew that no true, like, well, I don't want to say that. Most true Star Wars fans aren't going to be able to afford to go to this on a whim. And they felt like they could just kind of not make it as immersive as they could have. You know what I mean? Like true Star Wars fans would want this immersion that you keep talking about, Alex. But like these people that are going, for the most part, probably don't. They probably just want to take their kids there and have a decent time. So it's just kind of a bummer. Like, this could have been so cool, and it would have been something that like I would dream of going to, but it's just not.
Yeah,
it's just not.
Like the concept art in the beginning looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like it was going to be very like like it wasn't going to be related to any one era. It was going to be like just a Star Cruiser, like that's taking place in between everything, which seemed like it would be cool, but it isn't. But it's good to know that Pablo Hidalgo is the rock cleaner. That's all I gotta say.
The Geode.
The Geode meet and greet, yeah, or Geodude meet and greet. It's actually a Pokemon hotel.
When I actually read that book, I pictured Geode as Geodude in my head.
But anyway, back to it. Okay. This is lightsaber training. So now we go to lightsaber training. It's this room that shoots beams of light at you, and everyone's on their phones.
Oh, come on. We can do better than that. You gotta be ready, right? Ready position. I saw that. That was good. That was a good reaction time.
I don't like group activities. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our training remotes used in lightsaber training for generations. Today, we will continue with this legendary tradition. Now, these training remotes will fire low power energy blasts, which you must deflect with a lightsaber. But before each blast, you will see a blue tracer beam. This tracer beam is not the blast, it's simply a guide, an indicator to show you where the next blast will be. All right, so when you face the training remote, you will ignite those lightsabers. All right, don't forget to
It's like, dude. Oh my god.
So it's like a zigzag. Okay.
It's like, and then the music alone is just like, oh god.
It's
I just
so
feel like
underwhelming.
after 5 minutes, you're going to be bored out of your brains with this. A line appears and you move your lightsaber to it. They could have done so much more. But this is what we get.
I'd rather be in a room with a lightsaber by myself, imagining that I'm cutting droids down. Like that's more fun than this. Like,
yeah, like
or
VR.
even do like some kind of VR thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
VR
exactly.
thing would have been better.
Playing Vader Immortal is more exhilarating.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Like if they had a really expensive like VR simulator or something that's like tested and like not sold to the public that they only have access to, that's exclusive there, that would have been super cool. But they don't even have that.
Visible disappointment.
And what's funny about a lot of these TikTokers and people that are invited to these things is like they were given you get like a goodie bag and you get like some items or whatever for going, and then the moment they left, they listed them on eBay for like $1,500 or $2,000. So it's like a lot of the people that went aren't even Star Wars fans. They just are doing it for the quick cloud of and content for going to an exclusive event. And it's just like that just pretty much exemplifies everything Disney stands for, which is we don't really give a shit. We just need more faces and more people to see this and more people to fill up the rooms because fuck the fans, right? That's kind of how it seems.
This might be nitpicking, but I don't like the room they're in. Like it doesn't. I feel like they should have made it look more like the Jedi Temple or something. It looks too. I don't know. It doesn't look like
it looks like a doctor's office.
It doesn't scream Jedi to me. Like I don't feel like I'm doing this mystical art of wielding a lightsaber like the Jedi do. It doesn't. I don't get that vibe from this room. It looks like a lounge or something. Like
it just looks like a normal sci-fi location, very generic.
Yeah. Like look at this shit. Like how is that fun?
You're just like going like this. You're not even like wielding it. You're just sticking your arm out like this, blocking it, putting it back, going like that. I'm sorry, Fulcrum. Jesus. Just tell it like it is, man. I won't say anything negative ever again.
I told you Star Trek fans were hired to build this place. Oh god.
We don't have both fulcrums here this time. I only have one fulcrum.
Maybe I need to wait till I have a kid to go and be able to enjoy this, because I myself wouldn't want to stand there and do that. But like I can imagine a little kid thinking this is the coolest thing in the world. Like I genuinely can picture kids maybe like 7 and below and enjoying that.
Yeah, I feel like that's what the target audience is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hear like a special Yoda thing.
To be fair, I used to think Jurassic Park 3 was like the greatest movie ever when I was a kid.
Yeah, so your
Kids are
sense
dumb.
of what's good and what isn't. Yeah. I was very dumb as a kid. I
Everything
still
is
am very
heightened.
dumb. So. Oh, now it's going faster. Be careful. Where are the shields? Oh, the shields are right here. Yeah, so basically someone stands behind with the shields, and it's like, what is this? Like, I would much rather just fight someone, like, with it. Like, have it be, like, battle ready, and then, like, you wear, like, armor or something. You just, like... It's like, you know, like, the thing... I think me and Zach were talking about this. If you had, like... You know, like, those... When you stand in pools, you have, like, those little baton things that you try to knock people off or whatever. They did something like that, but with Star Wars. Like, Star Wars sabers that you could use, like, with combat. That'd be so much fun.
I wonder if they're
That would be
concerned
good.
about getting sued for like an injury or something. That's the only reason I
Yeah.
could think of.
Well,
that
they're
they
worried
wouldn't-
about everything, but it's like if they make it where it's like you need to be like a certain height or a certain age or something to do it, and
or
then you have to sign a waiver.
Yeah, exactly.
Like before you do it. Yeah, it's like there's so much you can do with releases. It's like
So much potential, but they've just... I swear they've gone with the worst approach possible. Like, this just looks boring, let's be honest. Not impressed.
I just don't like group things. That's just a me thing, and that is not me picking on this at all. But like even when like we just went on vacation in November, I didn't want to do like any of the group activities because I just don't like that stuff. Like when I go on vacation, it's to not interact with other people. It's to like I don't want to do this type of stuff. I don't know. I just feel like so patronized while I'm doing something like that. So I just that alone just doesn't appeal to me. It just doesn't feel like a personalized thing.
I use self-checkout.
Exactly. In every
so you
aspect
clean those
of
rocks,
life.
Pablo.
Make sure that there's not a blemish on them, Pablo.
I think France has their own lightsaber fencing sport. Oh yeah, is that in France?
I have heard about that.
I didn't know that was in France. No, Disney doesn't know that's happening. They're Disney. They're too focused on other things. This is why we need Star Wars to be from someone who likes Star Wars and only focuses on Star Wars. Because when you have a conglomerate running shit, they're gonna miss a lot of things.
Right back at you, TLP.
Canada, eh? Don't have to see anymore. Execute those 6. Okay, we'll go to like I guess the experience after this, where you leave the hotel, and you just you have to like use like your data pad, which is an iPhone.
To
pay is this at Galaxy's
$5,000.
Edge?
Yeah, this is where you go to Galaxy's Edge, and I don't know what point this is at, but
talking to characters and playing the role. But I was worried coming to Batuu.
Is this the faker?
Kind of take me out of it. But I'm not. If anything, I'm more engaged because I see people from the cruise, and then the cast members kind of recognize us more because of the pin, so they know to play along, to say the least. So we're having a good time. Now we're shutting down the engine. Oh, got
In a
some.
weird, like, roundabout way, I feel like we're giving priority to people with the pins.
Yeah.
You think so? You think they're giving priority to people with pins?
They're giving priorities to the people who paid $6,000.
No way. Disney. Wow,
Imagine
Disney's
if
so
they
generous.
didn't, and you still had to line up.
Disney. God, Disney, you really hit a home run here. Thanks, Disney. I'm glad you paid attention to me after spending $6,000.
It's just like it's very telling that that's what their highlight is. Like they're treating us well.
I mean,
we stand
it
out.
definitely-
Like that's the most
Yeah.
important thing to you. Like that's what the highlight of the trip is. Like not the experience itself. Like I guess good customer service is a big thing, but I just find it odd that that's what they choose to focus on as like a positive of the trip.
Yeah, it shouldn't be in the main takeaway.
Yeah,
The experience should be.
What happened to
Yeah.
equality? Like just treat everybody who's at your park equally. It doesn't matter if they paid $6,000 to do the special cruise. God.
So this is the data pad they give you, or maybe you just download an app. I don't even know. I don't know at this point.
It's
and then
an
you
app,
just
I'm
scan
pretty sure.
around.
Dude, they better give you an iPhone for $6,000. They might as well throw in the latest iPhone.
Yeah, I
Like,
got
nah,
you.
too much overhead.
Initializing scan.
So you scan it, and then you get your mission
Did you read?
on there.
Yep. All right. Oh, we have to construct the key. Hey, found them. What are we actually doing here, Gwellis? These data tapes will bypass the ship's safety protocols for a limited time. You'll have to work quickly, but you'll have to work with Lenka on what to do once you're in an override mode. How will they get back to the ship? I'll send them up with the rest of the cargo like your droid.
Yes.
So we missed the beginning of the story, but basically Lenka wanted to know what Lieutenant Croy was doing, and we found out that Lieutenant Croy is trying to override the ship's system, our Star Cruiser.
Oh, wow.
I'll regroup with Sammy.
Oh wow. It's like, oh god damn. I can't get over it. Like I would not find that fun to do that. Personally. I don't know.
I don't want to have to stress about anything.
Yeah. Yeah, like you literally have to like get like I'm one that likes to get a lot of like if I am on a vacation and you have like these goals for like the trip but to get the most out of the trip because you're spending so much money, I'd feel like I have to get everything done, and the entire time I'd just be like scrambling around to try to get everything done. I wouldn't get to like kind of just sit down and enjoy and take it all in, I guess. They always have you moving. That's a very interesting thing I've noticed. They always have you moving in this hotel, which
so that
I guess
you're so exhausted that when you do get back to those 2 by 2 foot bunk beds, it feels
you don't even want to watch
amazing.
TV. They have a TV, right? In there? You guys know?
Doubtful.
I don't know.
Dude, if they don't have a TV, that's insanity. They have to have a TV.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't know.
So
I just think like
how
you go
is it
through all of
literally
this.
a day in Galaxy's Edge, or is it
yeah,
like
so you get priority, yeah. So here.
A big benefit to this excursion is that we get the lightning lane. Standbys at a 135-minute wait, but fortunately, we don't have to wait in that line today. Right, sons. They gotta scan it. Whoa, it turns yellow. Let's go. Thank you. Awesome. May all your trades. Listen, they know who we are. They were expecting us. So something really cool in that moment is that when Teo went up to scan her pass, they said, "We've been expecting you." And when I went up, they said, "May all your trades be fair." So it's kind of interesting. It's like this band and the pin not only makes people recognize
We're
you
back
more
to
in
this.
Galaxy's Edge, but it kind of almost unlocks like new
I kind of feel
unlocks
better
more
than the
things.
rest of you. Is that weird for me to say?
There's like something about it that I'm just so much better than everyone here. Like it's just great.
Yeah.
I love
This
this
is
feeling.
maybe-
I love being exclusive.
This is just this guy's talking point. I would have liked to see anybody else who isn't so
Yeah.
fixated on the narcissistic aspect of this to like talk about it. Like this seems to be the only thing he's interested in, the exclusivity. Like I mean, I guess it's cool when you're there. And yeah, if you've never gotten to go to Galaxy's Edge and you want to pay $5,000 in order to be able to go into the lightning lanes and bypass all of the waits so that your first time in Galaxy's Edge, you get the VIP treatment. Like, I can see why that's kind of a plus, but I want to hear somebody else is talking about this. This is the only thing this guy is focusing on.
Yeah, all he says is like, I feel special. Like it's not about like, tell me about like what you're about to be. Like I'm not even clear what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Well, they're going on that ride. They're going on the immersive ride, but they got to skip the 135-minute wait to just go walk right in. But before that, they had to do like all these tasks with the QR codes around the place. So it just almost kind of seems like I mean, if you do use your phone, you just download an app. Can't you just do that while you're there and do the missions without having to go on the Starcruiser? Because the QR codes are all around the place. So it's like I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of adds to the immersion, but I don't know. It's just very interesting. And then you go on obviously all their rides that they have there.
How many rides do they have?
2.
I think 2. That at Disney World, I think they still only have 2, just like whatever. But this is the breakfast buffet.
Food. I really need to eat something. Spicy potato curry, sausage takeaway, sunflower butter and jelly, salted caramel chocolate cake, cream of jogging, red fruit. Let's see what else we got. Dip yip chicken, marinated seared tofu, and then burro fish. Oh, and we also have rib bites. I actually might get the rib bites. That looks good.
They're
Yeah.
so small.
I was just gonna say they're very small portions.
Yeah, they're meant for like that fine dining look where everything's small. You just get a bunch of different courses, which is,
Right.
which totally matches the aspect of spending $6,000 to show up somewhere. But the one thing is, like, at the end of the day, I guess you come and check in with this droid here.
Have been buzzing with first order activity.
Oh
Tell
no.
me, what exactly happened down there?
We shut down an engine.
But your experience gives me an idea. I've always wanted to explore WATTO myself, and I think you could help. Do you know what a survival scenario is?
Yes.
We're gonna die.
I
Excellent.
That
Then
looks
I think you can help
so
me.
low budget.
I've acquired one that simulates a mission on WATTO, but
I would have much rather just had Ewan McGregor just talk to me and say anything. Or, like,
Yes.
sing me a lullaby. Sing me a lullaby while I go to sleep.
What are we looking at, Ewan?
Sea otters.
Sea otters.
Look at
yeah,
Bird Church's comment.
Is there a massive plate to put loads of little plates on? No.
You pay $200 extra for that.
Can we just talk about this animation on this? Like,
Yeah.
I just like
It seems
looks-
cheap.
That's not even a familiar droid. Do we
No,
know
but-
who that is?
Nope.
Like, Jesus, they didn't even. It looks like a
PlayStation 2 game.
video game.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It-
God.
it-
There's a
it could've
PS2
been so
behind
much
the
better.
console.
Like $5,000, and this is the best animation they can do.
Right? It's really
Yeah.
bad. It's like a cheap app that I got on my phone. That's like I don't know, like you turn your camera on and you like hold it up and it's got like these
Yep.
cheap animations. It looks like that. It doesn't look like it. I keep saying this. It doesn't look like Star Wars. Like, I feel like it's not that hard to record a high production. I guess this is a video or something, an interactive something. They could have done better. I just feel like that's my general sentiment with this whole thing is they could have done better, and it certainly could have been cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I really just wish I could have been in the room where they totaled everything together with their accountants and their budget team and everything. And they came to the consensus like, all right, this is our final number, $5,000. Like, and not a single person gasped. Like, was there any pushback on that internally? Like, I just want to know how
No,
much deliberation there was over this, and if anyone tried to like fight for it to be
So
not that.
they did that. They did what you just said. They like have all these like they have this big long equation. They're like, okay, so this costs this much, we project. This costs this much, they project. And at the end, it's like not. It doesn't even add up. They're just like $6,000, and it adds up
It's
to
like
like
a
two.
long list of like a million things. They're just like, dude, I don't want to. Let's just charge $6,000.
I actually have obtained like so the creative team was given a directive from like the overlord that was in charge of this, and I've obtained like the directive that they were given.
Only money.
Oh my god.
So everything they've done is based off of that directive.
Yeah, and then we reply with,
I think it's too much.
yeah, just a little bit. Or
It's definitely a mixture. It's definitely a mixture.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just broken. But here, so this is like, I guess, the theatrical part of it where you get to see Rey and Kylo fight. I think it is the finale of your stay. And this is the one that kind of had a lot of backlash, and everyone was talking about like how goofy and how it was staged and everything. But we'll talk about it after we watch it. But it's just, here it is.
Yes, Captain, I'm aware. I've been part of it. Again, I'm busy working. I recommend you do the same. Please, report to your muster station immediately. This is the Otaha. We need clear division. We need a space in the middle.
No, I don't know what's going on.
I recommend you not resist.
Imagine he just decks himself right there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Can't watch this.
Dinner, and then there was like a blackout.
Went out. Yeah, scared me too. People were like yelling at me.
Maybe give it a little skip.
Out of the way. Get out of my. That's like crazy.
It's somewhere over here.
CJ, Evan, where are you? I would like to thank you personally. After the
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
I'm shaking.
Imagine if this was Vader.
I know. Imagine if this was like almost anyone else.
That voice is not good.
It's like Adam Driver's just in there.
For $5,000, he better be.
Why does he sound like Megatron?
He is Megatron. It's like, why is Megatron in Star Wars? Everyone actually gets force choked. That I would pay $5,000 for that.
That would be immersive.
I would be very into that.
I'd have questions, but yes.
I wouldn't have any questions. I'd be like, choke me.
Of course you would.
What?
You've been trained, but not alone.
Stop her!
Those bullets? What's going on?
She's getting shot at.
Okay. Enough of that. But anyway, you get the gist.
So this
And,
looks like a circus performance to me. A few things to point out. I believe this is set between episode 8 and 9, but Kylo Ren still has his mask.
That is a good point.
Also, I would say the Rey's lightsaber, how she turned it on and actually comes up. That's really cool. However, I think she actually puts it down. Yeah, she puts it down and then grabs a stunt saber or something up. Yeah, let's just
I
have a
was
look.
talking about this. I think it was
Look,
supposed to be like she tripped or something, but like she puts in like a little compartment there and then pulls up the other saber that she can actually hit with.
Interesting.
I didn't even
Which
notice
is-
that, TBH.
Well, you
Yeah.
didn't see that? Did she fall over?
I saw she fell. I thought she slipped.
Yeah, she actually switches out the lightsaber, I think, which...
Yeah.
Why didn't they have Kylo like force push her so that she could like naturally and organically like fall over and then make the switch?
The head slam. Oh, there's a head slam? Sorry, X-Wing, let's see.
The head slam.
I want to see Kylo just headbutt Rey.
That doesn't sound very Disney friendly.
Oh.
Dude, she's getting bodied.
Dude, this is not very Disney, man. I'm loving it though.
They just kill Rey.
This
I
is
see what
actually
you're
like
saying,
death.
though.
They
It looks like she
replaced
actually had
his
a
actors
harder
and stuff.
challenge than compared to the movies.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she's getting beat up.
This is
Oh,
what
he
we needed
took
in the
He
movies.
has her lightsaber.
Whoa. She just walks away.
Yeah, what's Kylo doing?
He's playing up the crowd. He's a showman.
Oh, there's just Chewbacca in the crowd.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
Run,
here.
Ray.
Dude, I want to go back to that headbutt. She's.
This is domestic abuse, dude.
Whoa, this is
Whoa.
a horror
Okay,
film.
that's kind of cool.
It's a
She
horror
ends up
film.
dating him in the end.
Well, they kiss and then he dies. Shortest relationship ever.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that force pull is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll give him
I want to
that.
see her get fucking headed.
Why are you so enamored with this?
Ow!
Oh my god, dude.
I hope that
Wait,
she
did she
doesn't.
just wait?
like,
Did she hit her head on the wall right after that?
I think so.
Do they have to do this every day or like every 2 days?
They don't even cover
I
their
believe
insurance.
so.
Oh my god. She does the old Black Cassandra and just runs.
Yeah.
They're all applauding a man beat up a woman.
I see what you're saying though, Alex. You have a good point because this in theory is actually kind of cool. Like I think this would be interesting, especially because they were saying in the audience they had no idea this was happening. They made it feel very like an emergency is going on type. They constructed it in a way that nobody knew what was about to happen. However, you make a good point about it. The cell phones is taking me out of it. Like everybody's just filming for the
Yeah.
spectacle
For the gram
of
or
it.
for whatever. And it should feel like an immersive experience that you're a part of. And
Yeah.
phones take you out of it for sure.
Yep.
And that's one of the biggest reasons why I would never want to go to that if all I'm going to see is TikTok kids on their phones.
I also
Oh,
don't think the technology is there yet because it like Terrastone said, it looks like a circus act for the most part. I think what could have been cooler is if they got all the people in this room and they were like, okay, we're gonna do this, but then all of a sudden alarms start blaring, like say the room starts shaking, like they're taking fire, like their ship's taking fire, and then they're like, okay, run to these pods so you can shoot at the TIE fighters that are coming in, and it's like the scene from A New Hope where they're moving
That would
around.
be
and
cool.
Yeah, like that'd
That
be kind
would
of
be
cool.
so fun.
It'd be more immersive than standing around watching two people swing toys at each other.
Also,
I
this
think.
is just a nitpick,
Yeah.
but Kylo's voice doesn't sound good.
I agree.
Well, I'm pretty sure no
And
one
the
agrees that it sounds good.
And the lightsaber sound effects also didn't sound good. Like I feel like for the amount of money you're paying, it could be more authentic or at least
Yeah.
sound better. Like Disney have a lot of money, you're paying a lot of money, and then you get Megatron in a Kylo Ren cosplay.
Maybe it sounds better in person, I guess, but
True. I
but
mean,
I
we
don't-
could give benefit of doubt, but I don't know.
It doesn't sound good here, that's for sure.
Because it's
Yep.
like you get this kind of thing, like you go into SeaWorld, Disneyland, and you get like those like Cirque du Soleil acts, or you get whatever those acts are that involve, acting and staging and everything. And it's like you get that for the price of admission. Whereas this is like the entire event for $5,000. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if it hits the mark.
Where the hell's Shamu?
Yeah, like
No.
Platinum Blackfish happen.
I mean, Alice made a good point. To make it more interactive, you could involve the audience, give them weapons, and I don't know, maybe there's a mini game of you firing at Kylo or something. Just something to
give
make
us
it
an
more
actual blaster.
interactive. Yeah, an actual blaster. See, it's just you standing there and watching it happen, and as Alex said, people on their phones recording it. It just breaks the immersion.
I loved the shot where like whoever's holding this camera turned and you just see a bunch of people like oh. Just instantly broke immersion.
Sal.
What up, Sal?
Thanks for stopping by, Sal.
It's just watching all of these was painful, but I got to kind of see what it is all like and got to show it to you guys. But it's just kind of like, for what it is, I personally I didn't really find it worth it. I don't know what you guys thought, but if I had money to burn, like $6,000 was like $100 to me. I mean, maybe, but like even then, it's like it doesn't seem very fun. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to. I do genuinely feel like if I was there in person, it would be cooler probably than what I'm seeing just via people's vlogs. Like I think being actually there and immersed might make me feel a little bit more like, wow, this is cool. And I'm sure if I ever am wealthy enough to go one day and just spend $5,000 for 2 nights, I feel like I genuinely would think it's probably a cool vibe, cool to be there.
Yeah.
And again, I do think this probably is something really cool to do with your kids. Like,
That's what it seems
more
like. It's predominantly like you just dealing with, your kids having a good time and you just staying there. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, the main thing is the price. We're saying, is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it for $6,000. There's so much better things you can do for that price. And like Kat said, maybe if I'm there in person, it will feel a lot different compared to just... It's like you see pictures of like a nice looking place on a holiday, but when you actually go there, you actually get to experience it. It feels a lot better, and you're immersed in it. So yeah, I guess it will be a lot better when you're there. But for $6,000, I don't feel inclined to give it a chance to go there. If it was a few $100 or $1,000 at most, okay, I might consider it. But for $6,000, in my opinion, it's not for me.
Yeah, I wanna like jump off of that. What price point would you guys deem acceptable for this?
Good question.
Because I don't know if I'd pay $1,000 for this.
Really?
I don't think I would, because it's only 2 nights and it's kind of underwhelming to me.
I think 800 is fair.
Yeah, I agree. That's better.
600 to 800.
I think 800 is fair.
I was gonna say $2,000. Oh my god.
I think 800 is fair. $2,000. I mean, it's Disney, so it's never going to be that cheap ever.
Yeah,
but
I'm trying to
I
think Disney prices at least.
I think for what it is,
$2,000,
from how I see it, like 800, would
That's
be
reasonable.
tolerable. $58 a night. Why 58?
How did you calculate that number? Actually.
But yeah, Student Obsession.
So it's like what was I gonna say? I feel like if they did price it, say $800, more people would go. I feel like they'd make more money in the long run. You know what I mean? Like you're casting a wider net at that point.
I mean, it looks pretty packed. This was like the opening.
But they got to go for free, right? Like, why wouldn't you go?
Every person there?
Wasn't it like a soft launch where you have a bunch of
maybe
influencers?
Everyone there, no one paid for that entire. Everything that we saw, everyone there was.
Yeah, I think it was like a preview event.
Yeah, because I think it opens in March, and this was before. This was in like February when they went.
I see.
But yeah, we can just be in a trench coat, like Yoda on a table.
Yoda on a table.
Yoda. Wait, was it a chair or a table? I always forget.
Wait, I have the meme here. Oh, Yoda on a chair.
Yoda on a chair.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Thanks, Fulcrum. I'll let you for a second. Wait, a few people who went that were given a 4-hour experience.
Wow.
Really?
So you go in and you're there for 4 hours and then they kick you out? Oh, so you're just there to record stuff for them, basically. It's like a press pass, and then they kick you out, I guess.
I wonder if you could feasibly do everything there is to do there in 4 hours. And if you can, then that's kind of worrying.
I was gonna say,
do you know Ordinary Adventures X-Wing? I didn't realize they paid to go. Sorry, go ahead, Kat.
No, I was just gonna say Zach has a good point that I've been thinking this whole time. I mean, I feel like I haven't watched that full vlog from the TikTokers or anybody who did go, but it seems like you could exhaust all of the activities there by day 1. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know how big this is. I'm picturing it though as just like the mess halls, the places where you go to eat, and then that main common area where the theatrics just happened, and then the training room, and then where you can go to stack rocks, and then the rest of your time is Galaxy's Edge. Like,
yeah, I feel like the whole fact that you spend half your time at Galaxy's Edge really concerns me. It's like you ran out of things for them to do, so they just said, well, we'll just throw them in Galaxy's Edge for half the time. But you're paying is it six? Why do I keep saying $6,000? Like, is it $6,000 after tax or something? Or
probably close.
Okay.
Is it like 58 or something? I don't even know.
I think
There's like
it's
different packages. If you had like a child, it costs more or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 5,000 or 6,000.
53.6, no difference, whatever.
But with all the food and drinks that you'd have to buy along the way if you're paying extra for alcohol.
Yeah. So let's call it
so people can have a
6,000.
4-hour experience. That would make sense. That's like what that one's $800. So we can go for 4 hours for $800.
I don't know if I'd do that. Actually, I know that I wouldn't do that. I don't know what I'm saying.
So you get Coke Zero, Fanta, and Powerade.
No Dr. Pepper.
Fonts. They might have Dr. Pepper. It's just not shown.
They should have Dr. Pepper. Otherwise,
if I go to Galactic Starcruiser, I'm cosplaying as this. It's like everyone should have to be dressed up.
I agree.
Wait, they give you an iPhone to do Galactic Starcruiser activities with. Where have I heard that before? Do you know what this is in reference to?
No.
The Kim Possible World Showcase Adventure.
I like Kim Possible.
Yeah, see, here's Oscar.
Yay.
Like, see, this looks like everything that they showed. Like, this is rustic. You see that? This is a
yeah,
rustic
that looks
concept
cool.
art.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that.
That doesn't look anything like what we got. Can you make the picture bigger? That looks
cool. That looks like Star Wars, that environment. Like, as you were saying before, Alex, this doesn't look clean, this place. Look at the walls. There's dirt, there's grit there. This looks more like Star Wars.
That's so cool.
I think, though, this probably costs them more to construct.
Absolutely.
I feel like.
They have like a whole little band in the back. They don't have that now. I don't know. I don't know if I can show we can see clips of like the performances, but I don't know if we'll get like in trouble for that or whatnot. But there was literally just one person in the back with an instrument that does the same thing with that Daya chick or Gaia, whatever her name is, the purple Twi'lek.
Why didn't they animatronic Max Rebo in his band and just like Chuck E. Cheese, but like Max Rebo in his band?
Sweet. If it was Max Rebo, I would go for sure.
Dude, they should have just put us on a stream and like generate ideas for them, and that's what they should have done.
As we speak, TIE fighters are surrounding the ship. Star destroyers are moving in. The Halcyons will not be allowed to leave this port.
He probably can't see anything.
He's like,
It's Thrawn.
That's funny.
Man.
Certified fresh.
Oh yeah, to all of you seeing the Batman tonight.
Going tonight?
Yeah, hope it's good. I think
I actually saw it yesterday.
Is it good?
Because you're in the future.
Without any spoilers?
That's right. Without any spoilers, it's firstly, don't go in thinking it's an action film. It's like a detective crime thriller type film with Batman being the main character. So it's a detective film, which a lot of people they will love. I personally thought it was good.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
I'm
for.
totally fine with that.
Yep. So it's a detective film, but it goes for about 2 hours and 55 minutes. So it's a long film, and it feels long. It's a bit slow, but it's great. I loved it.
Nice.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
It's going known as a detective film, and it's a bit slow. You're gonna have a good time. Also, it's filmed beautifully. Some of the best cinematography I've ever seen.
Wow.
Also, the music is great.
I
think the composer of Rogue One did this film, I believe.
Oh.
Could be wrong, but
Wait,
the music,
Gareth Edwards,
cinematography.
No, the composer, right?
The composer, Michael, I think his name is.
Oh, Michael Giacchino. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he did the music, and he did a great job. Oh, the soundtrack is really good. So I'll probably give it 8 out of 10. It's a solid film. Also, Robert Pattinson surprised me as Batman. He did a really good job.
That's what I'm most excited for.
Yeah, he did a really good job. The cast of the film was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Can't wait.
But yeah, no, they totally should have included at least one drink or maybe 2 drinks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a drinking
pay.
coupon at least, instead of just paying for more stuff.
There really needed to be like a bar.
I think it actually is a bar.
Zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there's a bar actually where you can order cocktails, but you have to pay for it.
And your
Jedi
campus
business.
too.
Go back to
I gotta say the bar. I'm not sure if you got footage of that, Alex, but
What do
the
you guys
bar
think of
probably
this?
looks
Yeah, we
like
can go to
the
the bar.
coolest place.
This actually doesn't look terrible.
Is this their window in your room?
Actually, that looks like a rotating. It almost doesn't look CGI. It looks like one of those rotating screens. That makes sense.
Alice, I watched it in extreme screen.
So is that like that looks like one of the bedrooms? That's okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I
Tom,
guess-
it's not all inclusive, dude. Isn't that crazy?
The food is. We came to the conclusion the food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner you get included, but drinks you have to pay.
And I'll point out, you can survive 2 days without drinking. So if you want to save on,
I don't know about
task.
that.
It's
you
a
want to
hard
save
task.
some money.
If you're spending $5,000 to go, you should get unlimited drinks. That's all I gotta say. But
What
it
if
makes
that's
sense because
all
the
your
Disney
money?
cruise. And
What if that's all the money you had and you literally don't have any money to buy drinks? So you have to.
then you shouldn't go on the. You shouldn't go. You shouldn't go at all. I'll pull up. Hold on. What did we want to see? The bar.
The bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, the
Oh.
bar probably looks like the best place out of the whole.
Well, it shows. Okay, they have that other bar that they go to.
I want the bar from
actual-
Attack of the Clones. That's what I want.
Yes.
I want them to like animate like the sports games that they had on the screens. Like it's like a bunch
That
of
would
it
be
looks like
sick.
Yeah, it would be so cool. Like have those
I don't know.
That's
they
what I'm
don't
saying.
seem
They
to-
could have did so much more. Can't find
They, like,
any bar
weird-
footage?
Not from these people. I'm looking for because they go to the bar on Galaxy's Edge, not the bar at the
See if I can
actual
find
place.
any footage.
See, I'm looking for it right now. I figured it would be on here, but it's mostly just them showing the food, not going to the bar and getting drinks and then recording their drinks after.
I wonder what the total square footage is for this place.
That's what I'm curious about.
I wonder if that's available. Let's see. Star Cruiser square footage.
Let me see if I can find it.
It is not.
Okay, I think it's called the Sublight Lounge, the bar.
Sublight Lounge.
Yep.
If you have any video, just watch
That's-
in the private chat.
Yeah, can I send a link somewhere? I think 10 minutes 35 of this video.
Hmm.
See you, Jared.
Hi,
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, check out the video I sent. Go to 10 minutes 35, and that should be the bar.
I want like a Jedi to cut my hand off in the bar and then tell everybody to go back to their drinks.
Oh, I was just on this video. That's so funny. Does it even show the bar though?
I think so. 10 minutes 35 or 36.
Oh, 10. That's weird. It sent me to a different part. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Bar time.
Here's the fun stuff. Whoa!
So the bar looks cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do like the bar.
Oh, this is where they filmed some of their promo material, right? Where they were
Sorry,
just talking.
Mustafarian gives you a piece of Anakin's.
Oh! Look at those prices.
Yeah,
$17.
That's disgusting.
Like at least one free drink.
That's pretty
Come on.
standard though when you go to like clubs and stuff.
Yeah, but you don't pay $5,000 to get into a club.
This is true.
You don't. No.
What clubs are you going to? Dude,
I don't know.
Terrastone and I are like on the same
Same wavelength, exactly.
Are you Australian, Zach?
We have a dyad in the force.
Yeah, we just boxed some kangaroos yesterday, me and Zach.
We did.
It was quite fun. Like you put up a good fight, like kangaroo.
I'm
yeah.
telling you, dude, Australia is closer to like having a real Star Wars experience because like the Star Wars universe is a dangerous place and everything in Australia wants to kill you.
You got
So,
spiders, you got
yeah.
kangaroos, you got everything over here.
Don't go to the Halcyon Cruiser.
You got
go to
Twitter users
Australia.
over here, very toxic.
Look at
I'd
Alice's
rather-
comment.
I would rather risk getting killed by some poisonous something in Australia than go to this right now, honestly. Except for the bar. I'd go to the bar and then be like, okay, well now that's done. What do I do now? You know?
Try
Just
to
get
kicked
smashed at
out.
the bar.
Yeah.
And get kicked out.
Yeah, what's the drinking age in Australia?
18. It's 21
you're
for you guys,
12,
right?
So you have 6 years to go. You have 6 years to go before
It's
you're
quite
18.
funny. I'm going to a pub tonight.
You have a fake Tara? Wow, dude, savage.
Yeah, it works pretty well, apparently.
Oh my god.
A pub.
Or
Do
bar.
they drink? What do they drink over there? They drink Guinness, or do they drink like IPAs and stuff over there?
Well, they got a lot of beer on tap, but I normally just get like whiskey and Coke or mixed spirits drinks.
My guy.
Yeah, it's the best drinks. So I just get mixed spirits or do some shots. I'm not really a big beer drinker. Just whiskey or bourbon and Coke is where it's at.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we went 26 minutes over, but I think that was a pretty productive discussion that we had.
We're never getting invited. That was like
we just
I think
burned our
the result is we will never get invited to anything ever again.
But that's okay.
Saving money.
As if we already were getting invites.
They were they were about to mail them out to us. They're like, never mind.
Revoked. Wait, go to the pictures of the room. Because I just want to see more beyond the bed. That's it.
That's all there is.
It's
just the window.
Oh, there is a TV. Okay. Well, I was gonna say I feel like pictures generally make a room look bigger because they're pictures. When you're actually there, you're like, oh wow, this is so cramped, dude. Yeah.
That's like significantly smaller.
Look at the comment on this tweet. Did anybody read the caption?
Yeah, I just did it.
What did it say?
Just wait for the end part.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. I'd pay for that.
That alone is worth it.
You order a wake-up call from the front desk. Any other juicy things that you guys can think of that we didn't cover? I think we pretty much covered it all, right?
I think we covered it all.
I think so.
Thank
Here's
you
more of the food.
To everybody who showed up. That looks
Is that pizza?
That looks pretty good.
Is that bread? That's probably Chipotle mayo or something.
Where's the portions bread?
Oh god.
That's
I hope they're serving better.
That looks really cool, actually.
No, they're gonna have you.
I think those one of the cocktail drinks.
Whoa, is that a club? Okay, that looks fun.
This is the dining area.
That looks pretty lit.
Dude, I want to take a Rhodian on a date. Screw it.
Dude, there was actually one of the crew members falls in love with a Rhodian, another Rhodian crew member. Like that's part of like the experience, and they were recording it happen. So it's funny you mentioned that because it's actually something that there's this crew member asking how to ask this Rhodian out. He's talking to a bunch of kids, and the kids tell him what he has to do. And so he goes and gets his guitar and then plays a song.
Wait. What do kids know about asking people out? Why would you take dating advice from kids?
That's why I was watching this whole thing. I was like, this is golden.
What did they tell him to like write on a paper? Do you like me? And then like a square that says yes and a square that says no, and then like the Rhodian checked yes. Is that what their advice was?
That's basically what happened.
Damn, it works.
It's immersive.
It's immersive.
But anyway, that pretty much covers everything. Thank you so much, Tara, for popping on.
Thanks for having me on. It was fun.
Hopefully you can pop on many more times, maybe during watch parties or something if we do them.
Sure, Kenobi's coming up, so.
Oh, hell
yeah, we have a lot to discuss.
Keen as.
You want to be a part of that.
Very keen for Kenobi.
Also, as always, Kat, thank you so much for your time and popping on. I'm glad this time slot works. It seems like this time slot works better with a lot more.
Yeah, I feel like we got to see more people.
So I was happy to get to connect with all of you.
Thanks to everybody who managed to pry themselves away from Elden Ring for an hour and a half to watch our stream.
To watch our depressing stream about delays in games and just the destructive nature of a Starcruiser that doesn't work the way it should.
Oh my god.
Enjoy the Rhodian, Zach.
I will.
Oh, Star Wars obsession.
Hype House in real life soon. Yes. We have the Ewok house, the Evil Ewok house, which Kat still needs to come and see.
I know. One of these days.
She will.
That's not a day of the week, Kat. One of these days is not a day of the week.
Yeah.
Well, if I were to say, all right, Monday,
Yeah,
I could
Monday.
show up on a Monday in 2027 when Eclipse comes out.
We'll play Eclipse together.
Monday next week we'll do our 24-hour stream.
Bring your kid.
Yeah, you'll have your kid by then, Kat.
Yeah.
Dude, Kara, we were thinking of doing a 24-hour stream in the future. So we would like
24
have
hours.
guests. Yeah, so we would have like a different guest, like on for like an hour at a time or whatever, and just kind of keep going to see how it goes. But honestly, after like an hour and 30, I'm pretty beat. So we're gonna have to like figure out how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, how are you guys gonna survive?
We'll
Every
see.
stream, we're gonna make it 30 minutes longer until we get
build up to it.
Yeah, next week it'll be 2 hours. So
Yeah.
brace yourself, Tara. You're gonna be on that one too. You have no choice.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Might have some
Thanks,
kangaroo
everyone.
box in then. We'll see.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. Thanks, everyone. May the force be with you all. We'll see you guys next Thursday. I think we're gonna stick with 4 o'clock again. So, peace.